Greetings, fellow seekers. Today we set our sights on a creature as fearsome as it is unnatural, a beast whose very existence is a defiance of nature's order. The Chimera is an unholy fusion, merging the lion's raw power, the goat's unyielding resilience and the dragon's fiery wrath into a single monstrous form. A terror of the wilds and a nightmare upon the battlefield, this abomination is both a legend and a lethal reality. Join us as we unravel the origins, abilities and legends of this monstrous beast, whose twisted form is only matched by its insatiable savagery. At a glance, the Chimera is a grotesque fusion of three creatures, each as deadly as the last. Its lion's body, the foundation of its frame, grants it raw strength and agility, allowing it to lunge with terrifying speed. The goat's head perched atop its back is no mere deformity. It lashes out with its curved horns, delivering bone-crushing blows to anything within reach. And then, of course, there is the dragon's head, the true horror of the Chimera. This serpentine maw is no lifeless attachment. It spews fire, scorching anything unfortunate enough to stand in its path. Together, these traits make the Chimera a beast of unparalleled versatility. On the ground, it pounces with the ferocity of a lion, raking foes with claws and fangs. Mid-battle, the goat's head strikes with savage force, knocking enemies aside. And from above, the dragon's head unleashes its fiery breath, reducing prey to ash. Though it lacks the intelligence of a true dragon, it is not mindless. It is a creature of pure instinct, driven by hunger, fury, and a relentless will to destroy whatever dares cross its path. The Chimera is a relentless predator, though not territorial in the way of dragons. It does not guard a horde or rule over a domain, but it does establish lairs, often in highland caves, rocky cliffs, or the ruins of ancient strongholds. From these dens it emerges to hunt, scouring the land for prey and leaving destruction in its wake. Anything it can overpower, cattle, travelers, even warbands, falls victim to its insatiable hunger. Unlike cunning hunters, the Chimera does not stalk or ambush its prey with strategy. It strikes with unrelenting ferocity, relying on sheer force to overwhelm its victims. Some scholars speculate that its unpredictable nature stems from its divided mind, each head acting with its own instincts. But the truth is simpler. It is a beast of chaos, a creature that exists only to hunt and kill. Though solitary by nature, chimeras have on occasion been bound into the service of warlords, dark sorcerers or cults that see them as omens of destruction. Yet no master holds their leash for long. These creatures cannot be tamed, and those who believe otherwise often meet a fiery end. A chimera is not a creature to be taken lightly. With its mix of physical might and elemental fury, it is among the deadlier beasts an adventurer can face. Its fire breath can devastate entire ranks of warriors, but like a true dragon, it cannot unleash its flames indefinitely. When its breath weapon is temporarily exhausted, it is forced into brutal melee combat, where cunning tactics may offer a brief advantage. However, its three heads make it nearly impossible to outmaneuver, each one scanning its surroundings with relentless vigilance. The best way to defeat a chimera is to strike quickly and decisively. While its dragon head is its most destructive weapon, the beast fights as a single entity, lashing out with unrelenting aggression when wounded. It does not retreat, nor does it succumb to fear. It battles with the fury of a creature that knows only hunger and destruction. For those who seek to hunt a chimera, one warning must be heeded above all others. Do not underestimate the destruction it leaves in its wake. Though it hunts alone, its presence reshapes the land, turning once thriving areas into desolate wastes. Even in death, the ruin it brings lingers: scorched earth, shattered ruins, and the silence of those who did not survive. Some creatures carve out territory, others amass hordes, but the chimera leaves only devastation, a reminder that some beasts exist solely to destroy. The history of the chimera is steeped in blood and destruction, and the stories that surround them speak of both terror and failed attempts at dominion over their savage nature. The archives of the Seeker Society hold many such accounts, though few are as infamous as the fall of Durnholm. It is said that a warlord, blinded by his own ambition, sought to harness the might of a chimera, believing he could bend it to his will. For a time, the beast fought as his war mount, laying waste to his enemies with fire and fury. But power is not control, and in the end, The warlord's arrogance was his undoing. When the Chimera turned on its master, Durnham was left as little more than a blackened ruin, its history lost beneath the weight of cinders and bone. Among the oldest records in the archives is mention of a creature known as the threefold Bane, a chimera said to have been blessed or cursed by a forgotten deity of destruction. Unlike its kin, this beast was rumoured to possess a cunning far beyond mere bestial instinct, anticipating attacks and outmaneuvering hunters with eerie precision. For decades, it terrorized the lands, its three heads striking as one, vanishing into the mountains before any could claim its head. Some scholars of the Seekers Society believe this legend to be mere exaggeration, a tale grown wild with time. But there are those who whisper that the threefold Bane still roams the highlands, waiting for the right moment to descend upon civilization once more. And then there is the tale of the Chimera's trial, an account preserved in the archives of a doomed gladiator who was promised freedom if he could defeat a chimera in single combat. Armed with only a spear and a shield, he fought for hours, enduring the relentless fury of the three-headed beast before finally landing a fatal blow. But his victory came at a cost, for the dragon's fire had seared him to the bone, its wounds never fully healing. Though he was granted his freedom, he lived the rest of his days haunted by the encounter, forever marked by the beast he had slain. Some records suggest that his final words spoke not of triumph, but of the horror of facing such a creature alone. The Chimera is a living paradox. Three creatures bound into one, driven by hunger, rage, and destruction. It does not rule kingdoms nor seek wealth, but its presence alone reshapes the land, turning once thriving places into fields of ruin and ash. It is a force of nature, a nightmare given form, and a testament to the horrors that arise when the natural order is broken. And thus, we conclude this entry into the archives of the Seekers Society. If you've enjoyed this journey into the monstrous and the mythical, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Have you encountered a chimera in your adventures? Share your stories in the comments below. And if there is another creature you would like us to uncover next, please let us know. Until next time, Seekers, remember this: some monsters are not born but made, and the Chimera is proof that not all creations can be controlled.